Testing, 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 testing. Lizard? Lizard? Nintendo copyright suit. There's no Nintendo copyright suit. Um, Testing, testing, yes. It's capital L. It's capital L for lizard. So, you may have read the chat title today. Welcome in, everyone. I do have to do a little bit of maintenance. But yes, lizard, lizard indeed. I am so excited to make a lizard today. Also, hello Ty, hello Cogsright, nice to see you. Hello Sparky Beardy, hello Pokemon, hello Beep Tappy, nice to see you as well. Hello LM Dragon, hello Shirley Scowly Ghoul, which I just always abbreviate to Ghoul. Hello to Gideon Near, hello to Sparksmaker, nice to see you Sparksmaker, hello Jet Pinky, hello Dropped Frame, hello Size Boss, hello Jet Pink. Oh wait, I already said hello to Jet Pinky, but hello again Jet Pinky. Hello to that con, and hello to Gideon Near, and Skeletal Bones, and Chill Drew, and I think that's. Oh gosh, no, I have a few others. Okay. And hello to Mirrodin. Hello to Boulder. Nice to see you. Hello to Linted. And hello to Random Logic. And I'm not sure if I missed anyone. I'm 1,000 times sorry if I missed anyone. And also, Boulder, thank you so much for resubscribing. It is appreciated. 10 months now. Wow. Yippee. And thank you guys for the stream streaks, Con and Ty with the 90 stream streaks. Dude, that's 30 weeks straight. That's like 30 weeks straight, guys. That's kind of ridiculous. Anyways, so today we are going to be working on making a robot lizard. Now, you may ask why. And that is a fair and valid question. And to you, I would have to say, have you guys ever looked up into the sky and be like, man, I really wish I could make the lizard from Hopper, or Hoppers, or whatever it's called. I just really like the lizard button. I'm still mad that stream streaks reset at 5 streams, so I'm behind the regulars. Not a single time. Well, you guys lack vision, and that's okay. I am missing one screwdriver. 1 second. Okay. I do need to loosen some stuff up and make some room, so give me just a second. But we're just going to talk for a bit anyways, so it's not a huge deal. But yes, how is it all going, guys? I just noticed I have noodles on my monitor. Hold on. Oh, they're cooked noodles. Oriana Aura, I got Blink working. Very nice. Because Ellie made you eat dry pasta, so you're going to steal her robot thing? No, I literally just wanted to make the lizard from Hoppers that does like the thingy. So we're going to be 3D modeling it and then getting it to work, so we shall see. I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to get this to work. It's a matter of how nice we'll be able to make the lizard. But yeah, if you see in the sidebar right there, the lizard. Yes. So apologies, guys, for the advanced brain rot that's going to be on display. And also, I need to just, like, prune a whole bunch of stuff, so give me a sec. Okay. No heart attacks. Everyone needs to stay healthy. That's harder than you would think, right? Again, I'm just trying to reduce the system down as simple as possible. I don't think we need any of this. Yeah, no. We might need one of these for a lizard. Okay. Will we get the sound effect of... Will you get the sound effect? Of course you'll get the sound effect, Linted. I would not be a good streamer if I did not give you guys the sound effect. So, yes. So, okay. Hold on. Let me tell you guys the vision, okay? Hold on. Give me a second. Give me just a second. Also, thank you for the 20 stream streak, Shackman. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything we aren't going to need. Okay. Okay, so we have all this stuff. So The idea is that we are going to make a robot lizard with an articulating arm, and he's going to be pressing a button, and whenever the button is pressed, it will play the stream sound lizard. And if you know what that is, you know. That is the general plan. I'm anticipating this project to take us 1 or 2 streams, probably 2 streams, because we're going to have to 3D print this guy. The general idea is that we're going to have an articulating arm for him, so we're going to need to either utilize a stepper motor or a linear actuator. Either one is fine. It would probably be slightly simpler if we used a stepper motor, plus it also makes more sense from the lizard perspective, because, like, the lizard goes, like, you know, goes like this. So yes, that's the plan. That is the plan. And also, how is everyone doing today, dude? How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? And also, depending on how good we make the lizard, we may keep him around for a bit until I get tired of him. But yeah, how is everyone doing? You know, it's Wednesday. You guys are halfway through the week. You know, poggers, half work day. Nice. How can you get tired of lizard? I know exactly. Well, your suggestions got my son interested in watchmaking, so I had a horological impact on the world. I got my supreme pizza and sweet tea dinner, so on my way to the job. Nice, nice. Okay, and then also it's a good Wednesday. It is a good Wednesday. I actually only have one more work. I only have one more day of work this week. Sorry, I struggle with reading, especially when I'm excited. Tomorrow is the last school lab exam. Very good luck to you. I hope it goes well, Sparky Beardy. It should. College is a great time, especially a great time to learn. Just gonna... Okay. So, essentially, when it comes to making the lizard, the idea is that he's going to... I'm not sure if we're going to be laying him flat, or not, but, I kind of have to look at the lizard gif. Hold on, let me look at the lizard gif real quick, because I'm pretty sure he's on his 2 legs whenever he's doing his lizard thing, right? But I think he also does it on 4 legs. So I think either will be fine. So this is basically a more advanced version of the head pat. Kind of. So the head pat had linear actuators for other stuff. To, like, actually reach out towards me. This one will not need it because it's just a lizard. Anyways, so our main challenge here is probably going to be our CAD work. I did get a very nice little cut on my thumb, so typing is going to be absolutely wonderful. Remember, kids, don't play with scissors. This is why you don't play with scissors, okay? Don't play with scissors. Alright, let's go ahead and get this ball rolling. You use your thumb to type. I use my thumb to spacebar. How did you cut your thumb with scissors? So I was just, like, playing with the scissors, and then I just, like, put my thumb here and pressed really hard, and then it slipped, and then it just, like, you know, just, like... So, you know, as one normally does. Classic. Yeah, absolute classic. Okay, I'm going to need to open up our CAD software. What CAD software are we doing? You crinkle the scissor? You crinkle? Crinkle? Okay, we need a FreeCAD. Let's go ahead and get FreeCAD open. Besides that, you know, the Throngler. Is Blender an option? No, I don't know how to use Blender, so that's not going to be happening. Hunt and Peck. Luckily, I don't use Hunt and Peck. So at least you guys won't have to worry about that. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to get us in a fairly good position for at least establishing our base for our lizard before proceeding anywhere else. So that's what I want to get done. We are going to have to take some measurements. We're going to have to figure out where we're going to place things. and how big we're going to make this actual lizard. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do some measuring. So first things first, I think this is going to have to be internal to the lizard. So imagine like the lizard body is encompassing this entirely. So it needs to be at least XYZ tall. So yes, that's what we need. We need to get some measurements. So let's go ahead and get some measurements. But yeah, let's see what else is up. Have you guys ever eaten just a pound of Ritz Bits? Hold on, how many ounces are in a pound? 1 pound of Ritz Bits. Oh, sorry. A whole pound? Yes. What are Ritz Bits? They are a type of, like, cracker with, like, cheese in the middle. And I just, like... I didn't feel like getting breakfast this morning, so instead I got coffee and I bought a pound of Ritz Bits and I just ate them like a savage. You know, like when you get that feeling, like when you have to eat, when you have to just like consume a massive amount of something, like, you know, when you want to eat 1,000 things, rice is a great thing for that. But like, besides rice, you know, Ritz Bits kind of good. Not familiar, but it does sound good. It's pretty okay. I definitely know I had it. Cracker Oreos. Yes, they're Cracker Oreos. Probably at some time in college, I had dinner consisting of 2 bags of chips. Very nice. Awesome. We need to do some measurements. Also, Ritz Bits kind of goated. Yeah, they are kind of goated with the sauce, and also I really like eating them with like Coke. Anywho. Okay. The hole doesn't have to be perfect, but I'd like the hole to be relatively okay. Okay. So we'll need to make it... What is that? 17? That can't be right. Hold on. 42 millimeters. Okay. Lizard. Also, how are you doing, Skeletal Bones? What's up? What is up with life? 1656. Thank you. Yeah, this is 43 millimeters. So we'll make it like 44, so there's plenty of room for the wires to go out and stuff. We'll just remember 44, and then the tallness needs to be at least 50? At least... Yeah, it looks like at least 50. Yeah, at least 50. Okay, so it needs to be a 45 by 50 hole. So that's pretty easy to remember, 45 by 50. I am just going to open up the notepad and take that notation, and then immediately regret my entire existence because, you know, that's what everyone does. We're all a little bit of a silly Billy, you know. 42 millimeters by 50 millimeters. Yeah. Okay. That was a wild ride of a sentence. That's okay. We all like wild rides of a sentence that we can't get off. There are people who don't regret their entire existence. I've yet to find one. If you are the one, let me know. If you are that guy, let me know. Okay. Hi. Okay, you guys are just humble bragging. You guys are just humble bragging about your enjoyment, and that's okay. What if it's only some of our existence? See, I feel like if you don't regret even small parts of your existence, or like your actions, like, are you even human at that point is the remand that I would give to you. Okay. Or they're lying. Yeah, they're probably lying. Okay. I think we have to do an assembly. Wait, is it an file a new model? Okay. Got to remember how to do things. Again, For those of you who may be new here, around here, I am very new with CAD. This is like the third thing that I've made in CAD, so please don't expect the world of me. You know, I have a better idea. I have a better idea. We're just going to discard, and then reopen it. Okay. Click assembly, drop down, select part designer. Thank you. Assembly, and the drop down. Part designer, part designer, part designer, part designer, part designer, part designer, part designer. The stream crop is a bit awkward. Okay. Let's see what I can do about that. Okay, how's that? Or do you guys want it maybe slightly bigger? Okay, is that better? She is a personal student of Thai 99. Yes, I am a personal student of Thai. Part next to the refresh button says assembly. Thank you. One day, I'll not be terrible at this. That is not today. Anyways, create sketch. Let's go ahead and get going. Plus, you know, we're here for a fun time, not a long time, is the copium that I'm gonna go with. Okay, so, lizard. Lizard outline. Okay. I'm looking for a lizard outline that we can use. Beautiful, just like me. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait, I also missed out on a positive self-affirmation. I am as beautiful as the lizard I'm about to show you. I hope you guys are ready. He's beautiful. Look at him. Look at the guy. Anyways, so we're going to try to do something similar to this. So see how one of his, like, little army arms... Hello, Talarine Silverleaf. Welcome in. My self-portrait. I know, right? This is also my self-portrait, dude. Look at this self-portrait. This can fit so many lizards. So see how his hands are at a hard right angle? My hands are also going to be at a hard right angle. But anyways, we'll need to make this. I'm just going to, like, kind of scale this guy down. Chat, you guys hold on to him. He's very important to me. He's very, very important to me. Oh. We'll just put him, like, up there. Okay. Animatronics get cursed pretty fast. Excited to see how this turns out. Yeah, especially since this is my literal first animatronic. I was expecting I'll show you a hard right angle. I feel like that was kind of like from a game show, but I don't know. Anyways, I guess we just start making base. So first things first, I'd like to make the hole that we're going to use, or... Geez, how big do we need his arms to be? How many motors for all the lizard toes? It only needs one. It only needs one motor. It only needs the one motor for the lizard hand. That's all we need. Oh, Genie, hi! Dude, Genie, long time no see. How have you been? And I was about to say I'll put him with my beardy, but then I remembered my males hate each other. Oh, that's okay. Alright. So, something that we need to do, we need to make it... Oh, geez. Okay, so if our original diagram... So, we have a 44 by a 50. So, this is the slot that's going to be needed to fit... Yeah, to fit our stepper motor. This is not correct. Ori, this is not correct. Hold on. Okay, 42 by 42. Lizard. Hello, Michael. Welcome in. because it's 50 depth, it's not 50 by a side. Okay, so anyways, this square essentially needs to be able to hide in a lizard. So I think the lizard has to be at least double the width. So like, I'm thinking double the width here. Thoughts? Like 84, okay, at least 84 by, wasn't it 43? 1 second. Let's go ahead and double check. We should double check before we do. We should double check before we continue. Yeah, we'll go with 43. It is 42, but we'll go with 43 just for safety, so there is some room. So 43. Okay, so it needs to be at least... That means it needs to be at least a 86. So we want this guy to be 43 by 43. Okay. Okay, so this is our primary lizard slaughter. Oh, where's the window? Wait, why can't... Okay, there we go. Is there a way? Okay, yeah. So it needs to be at least 86. That's at the minimum, 86. So, hold on, how many inches is 86 millimeters? I assume when we used metric, I remember when I used to use metric, I missed it. Yeah, metric is convenient. However, I'm not overly versed in direct metric conversions. So, yeah. Okay, so he has to be at least 3 inches wide. Okay, so we need him to be at least 3 inches wide. 3 inches and change. Maybe we just make this 100 millimeters, so like this is the base of his... This is like the base of his like body, of his chubby little body. Okay, so see how... So... We'll just like... We'll just do a direct size comparison. So see how he has like kind of a rectangle as his base? See how he has kind of a rectangle as his base? So what we're going to do is we're gonna like that. Okay. I work in tiny inches. Average. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the next part. Okay. So again, we need to model his legs and his arms. We need to also make his arms a certain size and have holes in them. I'm not sure if we want to... We might have to design his arms separately. Like, we might have to design his arms separately because we're going to have to put a hole in one of his arms. Let's go ahead and design the other arms and move on from there. Dude, this is going to be like a first grader's attempt at making a lizard. Anyways. Well. I'd like to pivot this around 0, 0. I wonder if there's a way I can see. Okay. What the heck, a VTuber CAD engineer? I like Twitch. Yeah, yeah, we're attempting it. We're not much of a CAD engineer. We're usually like in electronics, but we need this in order to design the lizard robot. So we have to do what we have to do. So let's go ahead and get this guy going. I'm gonna have to make a lizard arm. Or you're a CAD engineer. Congratulations. You hear that, Ty? Do you hear? Do you hear the people sing, Ty? Do you hear the people sing? Ah, okay. What software is it? The software that we're using is FreeCAD. It is, as the name would suggest, free. Okay. I want it... How long do I want his arms? His arms in that image... Again, we're doing this entirely off of vibes. Is like 60 millimeters, I think. It's like half his body length. Maybe 50. Maybe 50. Yeah, I think 50 is closer. Wait, what? If Ori is a CAD engineer, I'm a CAD... You're a CAD goddess. Okay, so we are looking at 60 by... it needs to be at least 5 millimeters. We'll make the arms... I want to make the arms kind of chunky. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. We got this, we got this, we got this. We'll make it like... Is that too chunky? Those arms kind of look a little chunky, yeah. I feel like those arms are a little too chunky. Like, I feel like those arms ate a little too many Fritos. Okay. That looks about the right size. Remember, when people say CAD is an art, you can just point them here, and then you can be like, then what is this? And then what is this? What? Are you simply vector drawing it, or is it for a... I'm sorry, are you simply vector drawing it? Question mark, or is it for a build it? Okay, let me kind of explain what's going on here. So the idea here, have you ever seen Lizard from the Hoppers? If someone could, if some people could spam the lizard emote. Okay, so if you can see the beautiful lizard that is being shown in chat, in the stream chat, the goal is to make this lizard, because I love him. I love Emilio, and I need him in my life. Okay, that's enough spam, thank you. So the idea here is that we are going to make a robot-controlled version of Emilio. So we need an articulating arm, and besides that, we just need basically a static base with a hole inside that is going to represent him. So this 43 by 43 that we have here, this 43 by 43 is going to use... Okay, you will 3D print it? Of course! Why wouldn't we? We 3D print our parts here at Ori Inc. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you some previous work. Let me see if I can show you guys some previous work. 1 second, Lizard's got a... Or Inc. Okay. Ah. You don't have curves? Oh, well, I mean, like, honestly. Here, for instance, was the pinball machine that we attempted. This guy turned out okay, besides the whole... Show him the painting? What do you mean, show him the painting? You guys, I don't think he's interested in the painting. Chat made this painting with a robot before. It was beautiful. So they had a painting robot, and they moved around the canvas and stuff. But, guys, I don't know about that one, Chief. Ori.ca, Ori.co, Ori link? No, it was beautiful? If you say so. If you say so, Chief. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Onwards and upwards. everyone is interested in the robot painting. We're proud of it. That is true. It was a dev script drawing attempt? Question mark? I'm sorry, dev script drawing attempt? I don't understand what you mean. My English is bad. Sorry. No, so there was... Hold on. 1 second. Let me grab something else. It is still assembled, by the way, guys. It's taking up so many pieces of tech that I need. Like, I need all of these so badly. But, yeah, so they had, like, different shapes, and were able to drive around the canvas. And it was chat controlled. This is what the robot looked like. Yeah. And no, don't worry about it. If people ask, I am always happy to either clarify or to rectify. Is that like a Go Pygo? Which controller? That is an ESP8266. Anyways. Okay. I need Emilio. I'm fond of the ESP8266, not of... It doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, so this needs to be a 60 by 20 and then a 40 offshoot. Actually, probably only a 20 offshoot. And then it's already 10 wide. So probably like 15. Okay, make 15. Do you consider yourself more of an EE or a programmer? I consider myself a dolphin, to be perfectly blunt. I don't know how to answer that question, actually. Where do you come from? I come from the deep ocean. Okay, I need this 10. Okay, we need this to be a 10, and then need this guy to be approximately like that. That looks good on vibes. Okay. Be slightly longer than this. Apologies. She comes from a place alien to us, as evidenced by her 3 horns. I don't have 3 horns! I have 3 fins, dude! I have 3 fins. Dolphins make dolphin sounds. I make dolphin sounds, okay? I'm a dolphin, so I make dolphin sounds. That's how it works. I am the law. Anyways, 20 by 20. There we go. And then I need to just drag you up slightly. There we go. Okay. Are you a shark? Prove it? No, I'm good, thank you. Okay. Okay, so same thing. Sneaky, your fursona gets to remain a mammal. Fursona. Okay, so that's one arm. We need to do that for every other arm. Now, you may say, but copy and paste is probably the play here. And you'd be a sane, rational individual. But I don't know how. Huh. Okay. So I can copy and paste, but that doesn't do anything. Okay. It's just gonna be quicker if I just... Plus it won't work for other things. Okay. Anyways. So, this needs to be a 10 by... Or wait, is that a 15? That's a 10. 10 by... We want this to be a 10 by whatever this is. And his leg is at a slight angle, a 10 by 60. 10 by 50 then. Okay, so we'll make this a 10 by 50. And then his leggy. Okay. All vertebrates have jaws called nastones, including those that have secondarily lost them. To be exactly fair, what type of mammal question? We know at least 3 different types. What? To be has hair, live birth, and milk, I believe. Don't quote me on that, though. There's no lizard redeem. There's no lizard redeem yet. There is no lizard redeem yet. I'm gonna need you to trust the process. This is so bad, bro. Wait, why is this... What? Might need to be a bit taller. We all know that CAD is made for vibing, right? Okay. I think I need to make this guy slightly longer. Yeah, because it's 20 plus 10, so this should be 30. Okay. And then I'm gonna have to shift this guy down. Are we gonna have issues with these points not being together? Is that gonna cause us future problems? Ty, is that gonna cause us future problems? Ty's probably screaming in the background at her monitor about how bad this is. But that's okay. That's okay. Probably. Good. Yes, open geometry. We love open geometry here. $30, $40. I want this to be about 40 millimeters, and then I need this guy to be about 10 wide. Oh. I need you to be about 60, and you about 10. And then I have to rebase you. Okay. Ty has a difficult day at work, comes home, has a difficult night watching you do CAD. Dude, that's so valid, though. Like, imagine the mental anguish one must feel right now. Like, if you know what you're doing in CAD, the mental anguish that you guys probably feel right now is absurdly high. I was just switching from my laptop to my desktop, so I just saw your sketch. Yeah. It's beautiful, isn't she? She's beautiful, isn't she? Look at this. This is clearly a lizard. Right, guys? This is clearly a lizard. You guys have the vision, right? This is the same way I approach electronics. Dude, who actually... Why does anyone let me do this? Okay. Next, I need to make a polyline, I think. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's beautiful, chat. She's beautiful, chat. Look at her. Look at... You guys are mad. You guys are mad. Who's mad? Y'all are mad. Dude, I think the tail's actually turning out okay, though. What? I mean, I'll be honest, curves are actually something extrusion next. Yeah, we'll work on the extrusion eventually. What is this? Ty, what does this mean? What does this mean? Is this bad? Okay. Then we need to make the lizard head. Maybe I should have just drawn it. He has a fin. Perfect. Spoon. A tail. Dude, that tail actually does kind of look good, though. Anyways, let's get the next part. Listen, you guys come here for the entertainment, okay? Okay. Just... Wait, this isn't a CAD course? No, I'm so... Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Alright, now we just need to extrude, right? And this will work. This will work, right, guys? Also, TOS, right? I'm sorry, what TOS? What would Ori's computer science class... Wait, did I do something... Okay, chaos, don't worry about it. I'm so confused. Wait, what did I do that breaks TOS? I try my best not to break TOS, like, literally, literally before the spicier experiments, I make sure, and I read the TOS line by line to make sure I don't break TOS. So usually I'm pretty proud of it. You know, we seem slightly off here. This just seems a little slightly off. Maybe go back into that sketch. Only slightly? Yeah, only slightly. Hello. Hello, Ingrobotic. Okay. Again, we are trying to make a robot lizard. Right now, we are trying to do a very rough base for him. So look at this. Look at my boy. Tell me he's not beautiful. Tell me my lizard boy is not beautiful. I'll wait. I'll wait for you. Should we give them toes? Should we make little toes for them too? I think we should make toes. We should make toes. We should make toes. We should make toes. We're gonna make toes. Oh! Ty, what happened? What happened? It's fine. Math. Those are visual only, you're fine. Okay, if you say so, Chief. I like how skilled we are at this. Boom. Beautiful. Okay. Also, guys, it's only a few more days until a new EverQuest server comes out, so I'm so looking forward to that. I'm actually gonna get to game some, as long as I make my videos and other stuff. Try to return it to the internal way, it'll go off. Yes, 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 it should. You would never guess Ori is a novice. Ori, I just want you to know that you're causing me mental anguish. Ty, why? You know, I didn't know EverQuest was still a thing until last night. Really? Okay. See, look. Tell me it's not beautiful. Hold on. Those don't look like they're touching. Hold on. Those don't look like they're touching. touching. Well, for starters, your toes aren't connected, so they won't extrude. Oh, thank you. See, Ty, that's why you're the wind beneath my wings. The wings beneath my wind? Okay. Let's go ahead and rename this to Lizard. Look at him. He's beautiful. The water beneath your fins. Yes, exactly. I base my CAD work off of yours, so no complaints from me. Exactly. Okay. Cannot use sketched object. Must belong to active body. No, seriously, there is no geometric. You can do constraints in FreeCAD. Wait. Hold on. Wait, what happened? Wire not closed. Wait, why is it not closed? Sketch wasn't valid for extruding. That's valid. So valid of the sketch, by the way. Why doesn't he have one arm? Because that arm is going to be a robotic arm, so we need it. That's a special surprise that's going to help us out later. So how do I make the lines touch? Oh, those lines look like they already kith. Those lines look like they already kith. You could delete the segments. Yeah, let me see if I can do that. Oh. See, those look like it's connected. Like, his arm looks connected. Does it not? And then, hold on. Okay, this one's clearly not connected. Is there any way to make the points touch, or... Hold. Hold. Yes, don't drag, it's not accurate. Okay, step 1, make sure nothing is floating. The icon to the left of the pair. I'm sorry. Step 1, make sure nothing is floating. The icon to the left of the parallel lines. Constrain. Is it bad to have 100 and... Wait, what happened to his arm? He had an arm! What happened to the arm? Okay. Okay. It takes me forever to get all the degree of... Listen, we only have 117. Incidentally, also my bus number in middle school. So it's fine. Okay, step 1. Make sure nothing... The icon 2 of the left. To click point and the parallel line. How do you remember that? How don't you remember your bus number? I'm almost just tempted to... Hold on, I have a better idea. Hey, Mandeth. Welcome in. Behold. Science. Wait, how did we get more degrees of freedom? I don't get it. We fixed it. Like, does that... Yeah, this works. See, like, you can jiggle his little leggy baggies. Sorry. Because you keep adding freehand lines. I love me some science. Well, I'm so sorry. We're not getting much science done here today. I'm trying. Because the lines aren't perpendicular anymore. I haven't made it home yet. Is it bad? Is it bad? Because the lines aren't perpendicular anymore. Okay, if the lines aren't perpendicular, does it matter? Like, I just want a flat image of this, essentially. For the people who actually know, which circle of heck are you currently in watching this? Listen, I just need to figure out how to unconstrain some lines and we'll be good, okay? We will be absolutely dandelions. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I mean, obviously, but like... Okay. So how do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of this guy? If I want to just get rid of this line, what happens if I just like... Boom. He deleted. Look, guys. What? How did we get more? Wait, how did we get more? How did we get more degrees of freedom? How did we get more degrees of freedom when I deleted a line? How is that even possible? How is that even possible? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Also, check your DMs. Okay, I'll check my DMs. 20 DMs later from Ty. Just like, please, for the love of gosh. Click this button and drag over the internal lines. Okay. Click what button? Constrain? I don't have that option. Oh, you meant this guy. Wait, no, not trim edge. Trim. Trum. Yeah, trim edge. Okay. You could just select everything and do a fixed constraint. See, random, I like the way you think. That's why they pay you the big bucks. They don't pay me, but if they did. I feel like we're just... Hey, it's all fixed. Yeah, it's all fixed, guys. We went from 117 to 125 constraints. Okay. I don't get it, guys. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get this. To be good at something, you have to be good at, or bad at something. Like, that's literally how life works. And if you aren't willing to be bad at something, like... What are you even doing? You can just drag the cursor over the lines. You only fail if you don't learn something. You got this. Thank you. See, that's the positivity that we need. I feel like the music is very fitting, by the way, for this. Anyone else think the music is, like, extremely fitting for this right now? Okay, good luck and good night. Yeah, goodbye forever, new chatter. It was nice knowing you. I think Yaki Sax can barely hear it. Oh, sorry. I'll slightly turn it up. Okay, I just need to link these two lines together. Linky, Wonkers, link. Don't worry, don't worry. Sometimes you have to make the problem worse before you can make the problem better. Sometimes you have to make the problem worse before you can make the problem better. Maybe. Honestly, we're already not, so don't worry about the degree of freedom. Thank you. Can't wait for her doctor to say that. Wait, can't wait for my doctor to say that. Can't wait for her, my doctor. What? Can you explain what you mean? Listen, we are the best engineer ever. Like, when this works, guys, when this, like, project works, I would like your public apology. I would like your public apology right here. I would like your public apology, and, I would like you to eat crow. Sorry, crow. I never said it didn't work, I just hate it. Yeah, that's valid. Eat crow, not crowns. Yes. Robot crow? No, another stray crow. We're gonna eat another stray crow. I feel like this line is... Not gonna lie, without context, that sounds like crazy talk. When do I not sound crazy, Ty? Also, guys, I asked my coworker at work today if he saw the thing. I'm positive my coworker thought it's in line for me to eat like a raw ramen brick. Positive affirmation. We are learning, and it is perfectly okay to take our time and not be great at this. And that's okay. And I do not simply... It is not going to affect us. Honestly, I might just hollow out a hole. It does kind of check out for you. It really does, but... Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and pat him and see what happens. How's the wire not closed? Wait, is there a way to see where the wire's not closed? Because the wire looks closed to me. Oh, those aren't closed. Okay, close. Looks good, looks good. Kind of worried about this one. No, it's fine. This guy's fine. This guy's fine. This guy's fine. That guy's fine. That guy's fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and give this guy, please, pad. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Airs. Thank you so much, Airs the Witch. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders. How's it going? How is it going, dude? How's it going? Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Oriana Aura. We are a VTuber human hybrid, and we are currently trying to make the lizard. We're trying to make a robot lizard from the movie Hoppers. If we could do a little bit of spin. Not actually, I'll just like show it. Or we just need lizard. We're trying to make the robot from Hoppers, the like little lizard guy. I want to make that guy, so that's what we are currently doing. We are going to give him like an actuating arm so he's able to press the button, and whenever he presses the button, we want him to have it show up in stream, essentially. So that's what we are doing right now. We are doing the very, 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 very rough 3D CAD. We are extremely new at this, so yeah. But welcome in. What were you guys working on? Were you guys trying to organize stuff, if I recall correctly? And thank you guys so much for the follows. Thank you so much, Captain Onasa, for the follow. It is super duper appreciated. I hope you have a great time while you are here. And thank you so much for the follow, Dr. Rec. Nodders. Okay. Raid message. I agree, raid message. Seriously, though, I don't see why this isn't. Ty, do you see why this is not? Oh, there it is. Man, this guy's... This is just a little bit of a pain sometimes to get it closed. Perfect, no notes. I was organizing my gaming backlog. We played Restory, game where you repair old devices. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Well, you guys should give Airs a follow. She does gaming content, and then she also does some programming content for her custom Twitch game that she's working on. Super talented individual. Okay. And then I just need this to pad. What do you mean wire's not closed, bro? Seriously, how do I know where the wire's not closed? Because I'm like checking every corner, and every corner seems attached to each other. Lines connected to line, lines connected to line, lines connected to line. It bounces offline. I'm sorry, Ori, but I'm gonna have to relegate you to my second monitor now, because I'm doing my own learning. Nice! Hey, dude, that's great. Maybe it's this line? Okay. Okay, that's okay. Well, there's part... yeah. So do you just have to, like, grab parts and kind of just, like, shimmy them around when you're doing checking? I'm not sure if that's optimal. Oh, look, I found another two that aren't linked. Look for points that are white instead of red. Okay. Fun fact, this is actually what heck looks like. A wild sparks maker. Indeed, a wild sparks maker. Sparks maker is so good. As well. Okay. There we go. So we're looking for white dots, you said? We have some white dots here. I'm sorry for this lizard. Me too. But that's okay. Sometimes life has to be suffering in order to work. I'm sorry, have you ever released funny smells while doing electronics? Most certainly. I most certainly have. And also thank you so much, Bunnywise, for following. It is super appreciated. I hope you have a great time while you are here. Alright. Now it's magically gonna work. I said now it's... What? You can... What? Now we go for the pad, right? What? You ever constrained it by adding that? Okay. Okay. That's okay. We are gonna get this working, or my name is not Oriana Aura. I don't know what you are. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. Boom. Oh, darn it. But the lines are touching. Why are the lines pissed here? Did we ever get the payout for the last Roman bet machine? No, I forgot to send it out. Apologies. I've blown up acceptance of oscilloscopes before. Luckily, the fuses work. That's good. Why is just this line not happy? How can I make this line just happy? If I just delete you? Okay. So line from here to there. Haha. Okay. What? Bruh. Dude. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Apparently that's over-constrained now. Ori, yes? Yes, what is wrong? What is wrong, Ty? Please. Please illuminate to me what is currently the matter. Please make points... Cohen. Okay, give me a second. Oh. Please make points of coincidence rather than just adding lines. This is hurting me so much. I don't mean to hurt you, Ty. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Unselect everything. Unselect everything, click coincidence, 2 lines left of the parallel. Sorry. Unselect everything, click the coincidence, 2 left of the parallel, then click 2 points. Okay, so I click, constrain, coincidence, and then clicky and clicky. And then they got angry. Constrain, constant. This is okay. This is okay. Life's... What? How does that over-constrain stuff? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know why these two aren't just meeting. Try deleting the horizontal line, it might just be angry. Sure. Okay, we got this, please, please. Sorry, okay. Let's just, figure this out. Yeah, we got this. We're a positive force of good. Thank you for the head Sphinx. Thanks, what do you say? I feel like... I'm not sure if I'm crazy. Well, okay, I know I'm crazy. But, like, I feel like it's just adding more white dots. Like, we resolve a dot, then a new dot. Like, I wake up, it's another psyop. I wake up, it's another white dot. And I can't even tell. So I have to go back to the sketch. So we open back up the sketch, and then we take a look at the sketch, right? So we're taking a big look, and then we look for the white dots. We don't see any white dots, because white dots would be cringe. So we don't see any white dots. Those aren't white dots. That's not a white dot. That guy, he's not white. He's not white. We zoom in, we don't see any white dots. We go down, we wake up, it's another psyop. Try deleting the pad and redoing it. Okay. Sure. Starting the sentence with, I know I'm crazy is crazy. Oh heck, free CAD, yes. We are dying in free CAD. Seriously though, I can't tell where it's angry about us being not good at life. Like, this is a lizard. This is clearly a lizard. This lizard is clearly working. He's a good boy. He's a good guy. He's just a good little guy. And we're just trying to get him attached. Like, it shouldn't be that difficult. We deleted the pad. We have a pad there, we have a pad there. This guy's fine, this guy's fine. They're all fine. And then it's just saying pad wire not closed. You're doing good, Ori. You're just in the weeds right now. Yes, thank you. Okay. I seriously don't know how to test this other than just, like, poking points. Like, is that what we just have to do? We have to, like, keep moving points until things happen? Wiggling things is how I can... The real answer is constrain anything, so you don't... How do I constrain everything? How do I constrain everything? Please tell me how I constrain everything, Ty. I plead for your guidance. I plead for your guidance, please, Ty. The red buttons on the toolbar. So you just select So I just select everything. I'm just gonna select everything. It's one of those things you really should be doing as you're going, not doing at the end. I'll show you something that I should be doing at the end and not at the beginning. You have to define every measurement that eliminates... You have to define every measurement that eliminates that degree of freedom. You have to eliminate every... You have to define every measurement? This does not make sense. This should, like, I don't get it. It's like a complete shape. It is a complete shape. Why does it matter if the... So should we just burn it down? What is the play here, guys? What is the play? We could burn it down. Wire not closed. Can it just do its best? Wire not closed even... Free CAD. Wire not closed even though all points are red. An overlapping thing or dividing. Your sketch points are turning red mean they're frequently strained or over-constrained, but does not. The wire not closed error always means there's a gap. An overlapping line or an unintended way of dividing your shape. Wiggle test. Select a point, drag it around to see if over-dragging dangling lines, you may have 2 points almost perfectly on top of each other, or a small line, lines cutting through the center. I'd burn it down and start again for the entirety, extrude the arm, then the leg, then the tail. But he's beautiful! But he's absolutely beautiful! He's beautiful. But Ty, he's beautiful. You can keep him in there. He's helped you learn so much. He didn't help us learn so... Okay. Okay. You're right. You're right. Sometimes you just have to... You just have to hit yourself with the happy beam and move on. Sometimes you just have to help... You just have to hit yourself with the happy beam and move on. And that's okay. Sometimes you just have to hit yourself with the happy beam and move on. Can I just do, like, a polyline? If I just, like, polyline the outline, will that work, Ty, or no? You guys are about to see, like, Lizard Reborn. guys are about to see a lizard reborn so quick. He's gonna be beautiful. He's gonna be my beautiful little guy. He's gonna be my beautiful little lizard, and you guys are gonna love him, and you guys are gonna call him... This process is making... Is there a default constraint? Honestly, I don't know why I'm getting the results that I'm getting. Again, like, as I've said before, I am extremely new with this, so we are learning, and that's okay. I am by no means a CAD engineer, if that's not obvious. Actually, except for that one new chatter who thought I was, in which case, thank you, new chatter, for giving me the biggest ego boost of all time. I needed that. I really needed that. If you want further inspiration, you might want to check the meme channel. That's okay. We got this. Again, to be good at something, you have to accept the fact that you're going to be bad at it for a very long period of time. And that's okay. Like, some of the best time that I've spent was going from being absolutely terrible at something to being slightly less terrible. So, that is what we are going to do. And that's okay if it takes us time to figure it out. Learning is painful. Yeah, the learning is painful, and then additionally, anything that is worth doing is painful or awkward, or it makes you feel like not like a smarticle particle. And that's just the cost of entry, baby. And that's okay. And I have to be okay with that. And then when this guy is made, he's going to be beautiful, and he's going to rise from the ashes, and he shall be named Emilio too. So I think we can do a little bit better than that. There. Alright. Watch this. Boom! It's that easy. We got it. Let's go! He's so ugly. But he's my boy. Okay, next. Fizzard. We need to make him thick. He needs to be like 80 tall. Oh, this isn't going to work at all. Okay, come on. Okay, so I need to put the motor, like, inside this area. He lost a leg. No, he's never had a leg. So this is where his mechanical leg is gonna go. So his mechanical leg will be here. And it will just be, like, inside his body. Will be inside his body right here. So it's just going to be like a nice little cutout with the motor in it. Okay. So again, like, the idea is that his last leg is going to be attached to this guy on a motor that's going to be recessed inside of our dear friend Emilio. Okay. Goodbye, old Emilio. You will be missed. Okay. Now we need to... Oh, so this is how the lizard works. They just have a bunch of motors inside it. Just me, or is that a giant motor for this? Listen. Listen, okay? Listen. 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 Okay, listening? Are you listening, Ears? Listening? Listen. No motor is too big or too small for my boy, Emilio, the lizard. Okay? He can have the world, okay? He can have my house, he can have my car, he can have my he can't have my firstborn. I don't have a firstborn to give, but he can have everything he wants, okay? He can even have my no, right? I was gonna say my hand in marriage, but I don't think I can promise that to a lizard legally. Bring out the three-phase. Bring out the three-phase power. Is that what you're talking about? It's okay. Anyways, now I need to make the hole. Gotta get the three-phase surface bigger than your head. The three-phase motor. Oh, dude, he does deserve a three-phase motor. You're so right. So true, bestie. So true. He does deserve a three-phase motor. He deserves that in his life. Anyways, so I need to put a hole in here, or we're going to have to use a... Oh. Thank you so much for the subscription, or you say... no! Airs! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Airs. Thank you so much for the subscription, Airs. It's very much appreciated whenever necessary. Thank you, thank you. But of course I said it wrong, and I've been saying it wrong. Okay, it's fine. We need to continue onwards. I need to make a subtractive part. Okay, so subtractive part. Ever forward the channel goes. Ever forward the channel does go, dude. The channel's always gonna go forward. Even though we have 234 degrees of freedom. A lizard has never been more free than 234. Ty, I have a quick question for you. If I need to add... The question that I have for you is, if I need to add a void in here, wait, can I just like, oh, do I need to sketch a new part in order to add a divot? So like, if I want to add a divot inside of here, do I have to add a new part to the sketch, make a new sketch? Okay. Okay, and then he was 43 or 44. We'll just do 44. You can click it. You can click the face on the sketch you want to sketch on. Okay. Sketch, sketch. And then a 42 by 42. Except instead of a 42 by 42, we make it a 44 by 44. We got this. We got this, guys. I think it's coming together. Then we need like a hole? No. A pocket? Sure. Oh. Okay. I remember hearing 45. It was 42. And then 43 was the gap, and then 44 is the safety. Single click, sorry. Okay. So sketch. Then we want to look at our pad. So we have our pad here. And then we want to create a pocket. Then we want to create a little pocket for our guy. And then we want to make our pocket 42 deep. Or wait, does it need to be 42 deep? I don't think it actually needs to be 42 deep. 1 second. Oh my gosh, this is actually coming together. Boys, this is coming. Boys, girls, boys, girls, everything else in between. This is coming together. We're coming together. Okay, okay, good, 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 good. Okay. The depth be about 46. That can't be right. $46. I guess that is true because it's pretty close to a square. Okay. Boys, girls, and lizards. Okay, okay, we got this. Okay, yeah. So this needs to be a 46, 47. 47? Okay, so it needs to be a 47 depth pocket. Okay, so that's his pocket for his arm. Okay, so this is our lizard. Boys, girls, everyone else. Look at it. It's beautiful. She's beautiful, isn't she? So the motor will go there, and then now we need to, we need to do... I'm not sure. Okay, so like I'm between two things right now. So how are we holding the motor in place? Oh, Ty. Silly Ty. Silly Ty. You know the answer to that question. Ty. 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 You know the answer to that question. You know the answer to that question, don't ya? You know the answer to the question, right? I think you do. That's right. Yeah, no, probably going to just use, like, liquid glue to fill in the holes. My assumption was hot glue or tape, but just wanted to check. Hopes and prayers. Listen, this entire channel is done on hopes and prayers, okay? I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but this entire channel is done on nothing but hopes and prayers, okay? Like, when you wish for hopes and prayers on Facebook, where it's actually going is it's going directly to this project. So, like, thoughts and prayers, they go directly here. They go directly to this project, even if you're not thinking about it. How are we going to run the wires? The wires will be ran on the outside and then glued in. That's okay. Next. Next. Arm. We need to make a lizard arm. I'm going to save this guy. But how are we going to get the wires to the back of the hole? So Ty... Hold on, let me see if I can show you. Window capture, get rid of the window. Okay, so this is the arm, this is the pocket that we've made for it. Pocket goes here, and then we run the wires on the very bottom of it here. So it just, like, comes out like that. And then his arm is going to be here. We can, like, tuck it away to hide most of the wiring, but it will still be visible if you, like, flip him over and you look here. Is there room for that? Yes. Yes, that's what the extra few millimeters were for. And if not, we have a Dremel. Remember, we have a Dremel, and we have a Dremel, and I also have bandages. So we are going to be 100% safe here, okay? We have a Dremel, we have bandages. That's the two requirements for making a slightly bigger hole. You could just hollow it out all the way through. We may have to. We'll see. It won't be that bad. I'm not worried about that part. Okay, next. I'm going to export this guy. So we will probably be printing this. I'm going to start the print on this after stream today. Just, but obviously this is going to take a while to print. It is a fairly big object. Yeah, I imagine it's going to take on the, like, 4 or 5 hours mark, if I had to guess. For the arm, you could save the body and delete all but one arm and resave that. Yes, maybe. Okay. Arm. It is arms time. The arm is 20 millimeters. 20 millimeters. This is actually 10 millimeters. And then we make this guy 60, was it? And then let's get rid of this line. And then we make the lizard hand. Can someone type lizard? Pretty please. Thank you. That's not lizard. Dude, I like how we're like the reference here is just like, ah yes, we just type lizard. Like, surely this is the GIF that lasts 1 second is surely a good enough reference point. Or can you do me a favor and click the coincidence, then the bottom on the right, and then click on the origin? Hey Joe, welcome in. Ori, can you do me a favor and click coincidence? 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 Is it coincidence? Coincidence, then click on the bottom right corner of the box you started. Bup. And bup. And then... Nope. Sorry, Ty. I tried. That's so mean. You can't just... It's pronounced... Oh, thank you, Cogs. Why does that keep screaming at you? It is just like... Dude, I was about to make a really inappropriate joke. I'm glad I caught myself. Whew. I was about to make a terrible joke. Like, it was obviously not unsussy or anything, but it was just like those types of like out of pocket jokes that you're like, dude, is that serious? You know, that type of stuff. Unsussy? Yeah, it's unsussy. HR would like a word with you. They just want to hear my joke again. We've gone over this. HR just called me into their office so they can hear my joke again. I know how it works. They're just mad impressed by my joke skills. Right? HR called me in today to write you up. Don't they write you up like every day though, Cogs? Like, at this point, isn't that just like kind of a ritual for them? I feel like it's kind of a ritual for them at this point. They're kind of meanie bobeanies like that. Okay, there we go. She's beautiful. And then what we are going to do is this guy needs to be how tall? It needs to be as tall as the missing arm, ideally, at least. Honestly, this just needs to be at least 10. I'm going to pad this guy, and we are going to make this guy 40. Wire's not closed because I did not select the right thing. So we are going to pad it, and then select 40. Actually, no, it doesn't need to be 40. It needs to be, like, 20. Make it, like, 20. Go on the face here. So what we're going to do is we are then going to add on to this part here. We're going to select this face, and then we're going to create new sketch. That will base the sketch on the face that we want. And then what we are going to do is we are going to draw or use a 5mm hole. So it's 5 millimeters. And then we need to figure out how far down the 5mm this guy goes. So what we need is we're going to create a pocket again, but it is a 5mm circular hole, right? On the Nima Stepper 17s. I'm pretty sure they're a 5mm holes. Like 80% on that. Sounds right. Sounds about right. We can't have about... Yeah, it's 5mm. Okay. Cool. So now that we know it's 5mm, we're going to do that. After selecting it, we're going to click close, and then no, we are not padding it. I pressed one too many buttons. We're going to go into the sketch here, and we're going to put a little pocket, and then we're going to make the pocket the correct depth, and hit him with the calipers. Yes, and we're hit him with the calipers. We're going to check the depth that we need to make it, and the depth here needs to be... looks to be about 20. So we'll make it like 18, so it goes most of the way down. Yeah, we'll make it like 18, so it goes most of the way down. So then if we looked down inside this hole, this guy would go 18mm inside, and that's how that would look. And that's going to be our articulating arm. Is it keyed as well? It is technically keyed, but it's not like... Hold on, let me see if I can show you. Okay. I don't know what this is technically called. This little chamfer. Or this, like, little tiny guy here. I don't know what that's called. There's a very tiny lip. It's a D shaft. D shaft? Okay. I'm pretty sure the D shaft... Oh, wait. Okay, I actually need to zero this if we're going to use this. 0. Yeah, should be good. What's the worst thing that could happen? We have to reprint an arm? And look at this arm. Isn't she beautiful? She's beautiful, chat. Tell me she's beautiful. She doesn't know she's beautiful. Could change the profile to match that. Who needs when you have hot glue? Wait, what's it? What? Wait, what's wrong with his arm? Guys, what's wrong with his arm? There's nothing wrong with his arm. Like, I think that's correct. Like, that's what Lizard's arm looks like. Yeah, that looks like his arm. I don't get it. She don't know she's beautiful. That's what makes her beautiful. Exactly. Okay. File. Export. We're going to export this bad boy. File. Export. We need to save it first. Meep. It mad took me so long to realize that Mario music was playing. Oh! Wait, JM Solid Snake. JM Solid Snake. Okay. Yes. Orange Hippo. Okay, listen. I don't go into your house and spit on you or whatever that bad thing is to do to people. Okay, looks good. Okay, file, export. Meep. Arm. Okay, it is exported. We are exported. We are good. Okay. You know what we're going to do now, chat? We are going to do some relaxing. We are going to do something relaxing, which is we have to get some touch sensors up and running. So I need to grab a few touch sensors, and we're going to do some soldering. Because I said so. 1 second. Just give me 1 sec. I'll hydrate. Okay. So we're going to do some soldering of the touch sensors. So whenever Emilio puts his hand down, we want it to be able to detect that. So that's what we are doing. I'm not... Wait, did you guys hear my neck crack just then? Did you guys hear that neck crack? I'm not sure if you guys heard it, but it was pretty gnarly. Okay. That's okay. You guys slightly missed out. That's okay. Okay, so I'm just going to solder a few different sensors. So essentially, whenever Emilio's hand comes down, or the lizard's hand comes down, we want it to actuate, and this is how we are going to see it. Okay. Did you get the warm feeling? What warm feeling? And then we are going to need some header pins. So, soldering time. You know, after a nice long day of struggling with Emilio, you mean the tingles? Isn't that like your... I feel like that's your spine kind of crying for mercy, though, is it not? Like hot liquid running down my neck. That sounds a little monka, but okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn on our soldering iron. We're going to go ahead and also turn on our solder station, and then okay. Let's get this guy up and operational. Spinal fluid? Spinal fluid's delicious. I mean, dolphins would never be evil. Okay. You guys have been pretty well behaved, by the way, today. I would just like to say you guys have been very well behaved. Obviously, we're not ending anytime soon. But I do want to say I want to thank you guys all for being around today. It is super duper appreciated. And also, especially a big thank you to Ty for suffering through the 7th circle for me. Should we be less behaved? Dude, I don't know. I'm still trying to determine like what is optimal and what's suboptimal when it comes to certain stuff. Okay. 7th circle, that high, /J. 7th circle's the lowest. I thought it was the 80th circle. Because I haven't been here half the stream, that's why they're so well behaved. Dude, also, yeah, Pokemon, you kind of dog me sometimes. You sometimes do kind of just dog me, just a little bit. Anyways, so what we are going to do is we are going to solder. We're going to solder these together. So essentially these are touch sensors that work with any force. They aren't capacitive touch sensors, so they'll be able to be actuated by our 3D printed material. And it has 3 different pins that we need to solder. So, real quick. If you take a look here, we have a ground pin. We have an I/O pin, which is what we are actually going to be reading to make sure it comes out okay, and then the voltage pin. So that's what we're going to solder. We're going to solder up 5 just in case. Also because I want to relax a bit. And yeah. Ori, what happened to the 5,000? Hey, Gideoneer. Gideoneer. Hey, Gideoneer. Are you here? Are you here, Gideoneer? They know what they did. Thank you so much for following Data Satan. It is very much appreciated. I hope you have a good time while you're here. But yeah, he is hiding. So remember when that water went absolutely everywhere? Because it slightly went off and then he immediately spammed the water button? All of my touch sensors were just off of camera. So they're all probably bricked. So you can thank good old Gideoneer for our problems. Dude, guy's not even here and he's just getting dogged on. That's okay. You guys dog on me all the time. Okay. Wouldn't that only be an issue if they were powered on? I'm more worried about the residual damage. Like once the water dries and then corrosion and other nasty stuff. Only bricked if they're energized. Yes. Okay. Mods crochet his fingers and toes. Anyways, let's get soldering. It's pretty easy to do these guys. They're just header pins. I like how we've gone to the point, by the way. Sparks, are you around at the moment? Ultrasonic cleaner can get rid of any corrosion so long as they haven't had power run through them. Okay. That technically is true. We could probably re-maintenance them and refit them. I just don't want to play that... What's the word? I'm not sure if I want to play that game. Maybe we'll make an ultrasonic cleaner someday. That'd be pretty cool. I don't think he's here. He's you. That sounds like an actual project. Or is that my hair? Yeah, sorry. I kind of shed like a dog. I kind of had a bad habit of shedding like a dog, especially when I have showered. So you're just not 10? Would love to see Rossman's solder method. Just curious, long hair showed it's a lot. Yes, I have long hair. I think I've said this before. I have very long hair. I don't have like super long hair. My sisters have longer hair. Or actually, one of my sisters has longer hair. Oh my gosh. Please, just pull. Okay. It's okay. First one's bad. That's okay. Have you ever cut your hair short? There is a story I am saving. There is a story I am actually saving. There is a top tier story I am saving. That is all I will say. No, I'm saving it. No. Can you be bribed? No. You guys can't even effectively bribe me. Like, what can you effectively do to bribe me? I'm like unbribable, essentially. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. No, Desert Artificer, thank you for the bits, but again, I will not, like, unironically, do not donate anything, do not, whatchamacallit. I am not bribable on this. If we find you a partner, does that count as bribe? No. Also, I'm not looking for a partner. I'm not sure if that... I'm not sure if that gets said enough, but I'm not exactly looking for a relationship. I meme a lot about how I'm not in one and I haven't dated in a while, but I'm not particularly looking to get one. Okay. I think that joint's better. Those joints are better. But think of the food. You say that until Ellie enters chat and makes you spill the tea. No, Ellie could not get it out of me. No one could get it out of me at the moment. That's not true. If someone's life was on the line, I would definitely do it. But, like, obviously that's not the case ever. Imagine a partner that cooks for you. Listen, Brink. Imagine a pet dragon, okay? Like, that's what that's the equivalent of what you're saying right now, okay? You're you're basically saying like, oh, imagine paradise. You're just like, okay. Imagine dragons, yes. What if we build a partner? It wouldn't be my... I don't get the connection. I'm basically saying it is extremely unlikely and nearly impossible, trust, for me to get that. And that is A-okay. And I have accepted that in my life. I could build a partner, I suppose. I'm still not proud of the joint. Like, it's okay. Like, guys, what do you think? Is this solder joint good enough for y'all? It's a little blobby, if I do say so myself. Or you make enough money to just mail order... Okay, that's actually, like, low-key extremely messed up. It's not great. Yeah, I'm aware. They're not bad, but it's not great. So probably if I need to clean my iron. 1 second. Like, I know it would work for, like, most production stuff, but it's not, like... It's not the standard at which we try to achieve. Is it possible for me to get the model big front and center, totally not scheming? Sure. Do you want the entire model? Are we talking like the entire model? Like this? Like hello? Or are we talking like this? Like, hello? What? Why are you bonking me, dude? Why are you bonking? Bruh. That is a very specific joke. I do not think it landed. That is okay. Jokes are hard for me to land. Kind of accepted that about my life. Okay, next part. Wompers. Do a little bit of womping here. Let's see if we can do a better solder job. I want to do a good solder job with this. Hey, Comrade Soul. Dude, how's it going? Mr. Comrade of the Sun Soul. I just realized the bandaged thumb from Monday. Yeah, it's more or less precaution. I just didn't want to get it dirty while I was streaming. It's mostly healed up. I'll show you. I'll show you guys if you guys want to see, but wait, no. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not like it's bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Ew, no. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, why is it such a bad joint? Please, just do a proper joint. Why can't you just be normal? What happened on Monday? Scissors. Scissors happened on Monday. Also, this one's actually just... This one's actually just gonzoed. Okay, that sounds a lot worse than it is. Yes. Ty, with no context, that sounds absolutely atrocious. You know... I accidentally cut myself with scissors because I was, like, playing with scissors while I was talking with someone. And my fingers slipped, and it, like, cut. And very quickly, I didn't even really have time to disinfect it. I just, like, immediately put, like, a, like, extremely tight bandage on it in the hopes that the skin would just, like, regrow back over it. And it pretty much did. Or do we need a convo about you committing generational trauma with touch sensors? What? Could happen? Everything can happen. Oh, the super glue method? Yeah, I essentially wanted to do something extremely quick, though. Hello, Mako Prat. How's it going? The old autographed method, yes. Okay. Just need to let this guy. Hold on. Oh my gosh, why am I doing such a bad job? Okay. Did you hear about the 81? Yes, I did, actually. Okay, that joint is also fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Ah. A little hot. Why soldering in Arduino? I'm sorry, what? What do you mean by why soldering in Arduino? Also, I like your name. What do you mean by why soldering in Arduino, though? So what? The reason why we're soldering these sensors is because we are trying to make a lizard. We are trying to make a robot lizard, and in order to do that, we're making a robot hand for the lizard. So when it actuates its arm, we're able to detect when it is moving, and then when it presses the button, it will then play the lizard sound effect. Like, I've never soldered an Arduino project. That's fair. So, the question I have for you then... Hold on. I do have a question for you. How do you attach wires to this? Is my question for you. So if I am unable to solder, how would you attach wires to this? Because I'm having to basically solder on header pins for this. Right? I guess I could solder wires directly, maybe? But that's its own hazards, right? Clips. I don't think you could really use clips in this case. Banana plug in a dream. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can see the size of it based on my finger. Like, I have small hands, I'm pretty sure. I have average hands. But, like, it's not big. Oh, I didn't think they sold unsoldered push buttons. They sell unsoldered everything. If you are truly willing, there is unsoldered everything out there. Is small, yes. I mean, I think we've gone over this. True. Okay, listen, guys. Just 'cause run the wire and twist it on itself, you could also do that. Again, but I would just prefer header pins. So that's why we're soldering on the header pins ourselves. Also, it's good practice, and it is relaxing to me. But yeah, what type of, so it seems like you have a lot of electronics experience, Mr. Legendary Walmart. I did not notice that Legendary was spelled incorrectly until just now. Legendary Walmart bag. What type of stuff you do? Logic analyzer. You want me to use logic analyzers? You want me to use a logic analyzer for, like, a 5-cent part? You know how expensive probes are that could fit this? Like, I'm pretty sure I could, like, buy several hundred. No, just the clips they come with. For the content. Listen, if you're saying for the content, I have to agree. I have to agree with you. Like, my brain does get, like, those stupid ideas. Okay, it's the opposite way. Ah! Ooh. Oh yeah, there's a hair in the way. Gosh, dude. Having long hair is such a pain. Usually I try to tie it back, but... Okay. Last one, and then we should be Gouda. I absolutely have to put my baller scope probes on modules like that. Gouda. Dude, I could go for some cheese right now. Happy with this one. Again, these will work. It's just not the greatest. What's the lizard going to do? The lizard is going to slap. Um, the lizard is just going to slap. It's going to slap, and then it's going to play the lizard sound effect. Hold on. Let me see if I can play the lizard sound effect for you guys real quick. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. That's what it's going to do. So whenever you press it. Yes, that's what it's going to do. That is the objective here. Oh, hey, Lord. Welcome in. Wait, is that a frog lock from EverQuest? No way. Oh, no, okay, it's not. Okay, I was so crazy. Are you going to make him a little button? That's what these are for. These are for the little buttons. So we will need to make multiple surfaces just in case the lizard button's a little, like, wonky. But yes, the idea is to use these guys as buttons for the lizard. Okay, so given that, was the sound on the left channel? It was mostly on the left channel. You're correct. Okay, so given that, I think this puts us in a good striking position, which is my favorite line to say in the entire world. Wait, you're making the lizard press the button? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't we make the lizard press the button? Leopard gecko? Yeah, the lizard's gotta press the button. That's the entire point. So we can do the meme. So chat can be the meme. Because it's a chat-controlled robot. Like, that's the entire point. So chat can be like, I want to press the lizard button. And presses the lizard button, and then it plays the lizard sound effect. That's the entire... That's the entire point. But yes. This puts us in a very good striking position. Oh, I thought it was a real lizard. Oh, heck no, I wouldn't do it to a real lizard. Can I be a mod now? No? No? Am I missing something? Anywho. So, again, we are in a good striking position. So, what we are going to do at this point is we are going to probably try to raid out. So, who would you guys like to raid? Who would you guys like to raid? I'm down to raid pretty much anyone. I'd kind of like to raid Shinsa, if you guys don't have a huge preference. Because it's been a while since I've raided Shinsa. Hypnotic, Shinsta. Okay, so one person agrees. Shinsta, Taco. We raided Taco last time. Shinsta works. Okay, yeah. We'll raid Shinsta. Okay. So what our raid message is going to be is just lizard, this, and if you aren't, it's going to be this. It's just this. So those are going to be our raid messages. Please feel free to copy and pasta it. I am very appreciative of you guys being around today. Thank you guys again so much for being here. Especially thank you, Aries, for the raid. It is super duper appreciated. I hope you guys are able to have a good afternoon, evening, and night. I will be in the Discord briefly after stream. I will be again, yeah. So feel free to join the Discord, or don't, either way. And I will see you guys on the Flippity Flip. We will be streaming Friday. We will be finishing this Friday. I intend to finish this Friday. All right, cool. See ya.